SEC. One of two remaining unbeatens in the country. Elvis, look at that crossover. Lowers his shoulder. Okay. Alabama. But they still showed up. A sold-out crowd here at Coleman Coliseum. 3-ball on the way off the mark. Sears was another possession for Alabama. Porter Moser told us before the Youngblood, the South Florida transfer. He will find Diabate.
High post. You've been seeing some action from Alabama in this game.
Elvis high off the glass.
Against smaller players.
And watch the Oklahoma shoot-around today. The focus was Alabama is elite in the first 6 to 10 seconds of the shot clock. Make them play in the half-court offense. But Sears can get...
Hopefully he can get some rhythm and get going.
It's Godwin, but it's Alabama with the board. Nelson throws it up top. Moore trying to come back at him with 8 on the shot clock. Spinning baseline, cut off, throws up a wild one. Godwin with the board and puts it in. What a fight by Sam Godwin.
And used to playing it at Rutgers now that he's here in Nate Oates' system.
Aiden Holloway with a nice game. And he makes the first. We cap off our first.
I love it.
Philon gives it back to Amori, who throws it down. Penetrating, no look pass, but Godwin can't finish. Sears, he is so tough with the ball, gives it up. Amori, and he has been active early for Alabama. Sears, the step back, gives it up. Instead, it's Nelson with 2 hands. Sears shakes his defender. He finds Philon open from 3. Knocks it down. That's it. Largest lead of the game, but Moore with the 3 to bring it back to a 3-ball falls for Grant Nelson.
Grant Nelson
to start this game.
Alabama with numbers coming down in transition.
Philon thought about it. Instead, they decided to run the offense. Youngblood hits for 3.
Very beginning with Spears and his missed 3-pointer. Chris Youngblood running all the way down.
To finish this first half. We approach 5 minutes to play. What a hammer by Darion Reed. I'd say that ankle's looking pretty good.
But that's how it feels a lot better. Get you a high percentage shot at the cup.
Elvis with a Philon, the freshman from
at the same time, you have to figure out how do you play within the structure.
Now inside the big man off the switch, puts it up and in. Nice play by Oklahoma.
Great job with the smaller player, scores in the paint.
Nelson hesitated, but he still makes the 3.
Now this is the challenge if you're outside with their 4 and 5 men. That's when they are elite.
Now he goes on Godwin, makes the stop on 2 feet. Youngblood pulls it. Philon with the board and puts it up and in. Alabama switching everything now. Godwin. 3 on the shot clock, and it rolls in. Talking about Tennessee, talking about Kentucky. He said, this is where we want to be. And he said, but it's time to turn it on in conference play.
Yeah, absolutely. And you know when you
Sears, and a 6th team foul on Alabama. So the next one will send over to repeat that again this year.
Well, he's a coach who's definitely going to have his teams well prepared. And obviously, he's been able to play several SEC teams.
Is Jeremiah Fears. 1 point in this first half. 0 for 7 on the bench now with 2 fouls. Nice pass inside as Godwin throws. Oklahoma with numbers running. Moore left hand, and Godwin tips it in. Comes the double on him in the post. Fighting through it. Gets his own miss, but he's stripped down low. Oklahoma with numbers 3 on 1, and they finish in transition. Philon comes to a stop. Nelson launches, nothing but nylon.
And when the big man can knock it down, That's a huge plus for Alabama.
Moore spinning through the contact, and then he... Sears just too strong. And one. Is when we saw him in shoot-around without the jersey on, just kind of like the underneath shirt.
There's a little piece that looked like Mark Sears as his parents are able to look on at their son, who's been doing a tremendous job.
Philon puts it on the deck. His runner, as Amori gets out of the way of that one. Philon, 3-ball. And the long rebound. It's punched out Jalen Moore. It's showtime.
Kevin, Aaron Sears, who played in SEC at Auburn and Tennessee respectively. So he understands what it's like to be a high-level athlete, as we can look at Lamika Sears.
Elvis shrugs off the D. Moore, he will pull with a hand in his face, knocks it down.
Going towards the basket.
Good job staying in front. Philon from the corner off the mark. Youngblood, another offensive rebound. How about a tip in from Darion Reed? Youngblood says, get off me.
Continues to grow his game. That's how you have to attack the rim.
Hesitation and a goaltend.
Trust your action and try to work together as a team. On NBA range.
And there's Sears with the steal. 2-on-1 break, throwing it up. Goes and gets it.
To go with the Ole Miss Rebels and what Chris Beard has going on. Has some really good players transferring in. Obviously, you have a head coach that has the pedigree of season. I would expect them, if you want to pick a sleeper, could be the Rebels.
Okay. They got their win over Georgia. I know you know this Alabama.
On the offense and defensive end to make them really compete amongst the elite, not only in this league.
He makes them both at the free throw line. He now has...
There's a piece of what I'm saying.
Good D by Miles, but Sears too strong. A lot of length from Alabama, getting another block there. Extra passing. Nelson thought about it on the deck. Bump, no call. Different ways to get it done tonight.
And they've done a really good job at fundamentals to come up with a quality shot for themselves. They now see that there's a different level than what they've been having in the non-conference.
Getting out of the trap. 3-ball by Stevenson. Goes in. Fears dumps off, up and under.
But you want to be able to see the contributions come all the way across the board and see what your team can be.
Especially from this guy,
He's 6'10", has an outside shooting touch. He can have some rim protected ability. He can put it on the deck, but strong. He gets you on his hip, draws those fouls, gets to the free throw line. It's easier. But obviously, you play South Carolina, and not able to get it.
Fears that step back. That's a deep 2. He has been hot in this set.
End speed. Now, he's just been able to run into a buzzsaw today, but he's finding his confidence in the second half.
Aiden Holloway. See what Alabama has done the past 6 years under Nate Oates.
Who's had some really good defensive teams. You go back to the first year on that he had
15 points now in the second half.
Well, he's done a really good job.
Stevenson rocking the rim. And Moore will lay it in at the other end.
Played like a top 5 team. And you have to continue to stay together as a team. You had some moments when they were able to put. This is the time that you have to trust your team the most and continue to play as a unit. The hero ball is not the answer when you get an SEC
5 lead. Crowd wants Garnowski to get a shot up. Instead, it's Reed, and his lay-in goes.
A defeated team, an Oklahoma team that is a really good ball club. Struggled, didn't have it today, but I expect a lot from both of these teams.
It is the 5th-ranked Alabama Crimson Tide handing Oklahoma their first loss of the season, 107-7.